Okay guys, so this is going to be mole worksheet number 1. So number 1, it says calculate the number of grams in 5 moles of carbon. Okay, so anytime I see grams, I'm going to go through the molecular weight. So 5 moles of C, I put it over 1. Moles have to cancel diagonally. Okay, from our periodic table, carbon weighs 12. 5 times 12 is 60 grams of carbon. The moles cancel with moles, we're left with grams. Number 2, calculate the number of moles in 66 grams of manganese. Okay, so 66 grams of Mn over 1. Now, anytime I see grams, I have to go through the molecular weight. So the molecular weight of manganese is 55. And that gives you 1 mole. Now, I'm not done yet, but I am done. It doesn't say calculate the number of atoms, sorry. So, grams cancel with grams, we're left with moles. So we're going to do 66 divided by 55. You get 1.2. Okay, number 3, it says calculate the number of atoms in 24 grams of ozone, which is O3. Okay, what we're gonna have to make sure we pay attention to is O3 is a molecule, and we're asking for atoms, so we're gonna have to do an extra step. So we're gonna start with 24 grams of O3 and put it over 1. Anytime I see grams, I have to go through the molecular weight. So oxygen weighs 16. So you got 3 oxygens at 16 each, so it's 48. Okay, so it's 48 grams of O3, gets you to 1 mole. Now, anytime I see atoms or molecules, I'm gonna make sure I go through Avogadro's number. So 1 mole of O3 has 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of O3, okay? Now, we gotta do an extra step. It says to go to atoms. So let's say that 1 molecule of O3 has 3 atoms of O. Just like that. Number 4, it says calculate the number of grams found in 200 moles of aluminum oxide. Okay, so we need to know what aluminum oxide looks like. So I'll go out to the side over here and do it. Aluminum has a +3 charge. Oxide, has a -2 charge. We crisscross, so we get Al2O3. So we're looking for grams, so we're gonna have to go through our molecular weight. So let's go ahead and do that. Aluminum weighs 27. And oxygen weighs 16. 3 times 16 is 48. Comes out to be 102. Okay? So we're going to start with our given over 1. 200 moles of Al2O3. I'll put it over 1. I'm trying to get to grams, so I have to go through the formula. 1 mole of Al2O3 is going to be equal to the formula weight, 102 grams. Okay, so we're going to multiply. Your units cancel diagonally. And you get 20,400 grams of Al2O3. Number 5, it says calculate the number of atoms of S in 96 grams of S8. Okay, so S8 is going to be a molecule. Okay, so 96 grams of S8 over 1. So anytime I see grams, I have to go through the formula weight. Now, S8, we're going to have 8 times 8 times 32, because sulfur weighs 32. So it has a mass at 256 grams. Okay, so we go 256 grams of S8 to 1 mole of S8. We're trying to get to atoms. So anytime I see atoms or molecules, I have to go through Avogadro's number. Okay, so since we're dealing with S8, it's a molecule. And then we're going to have to go through one extra step to get to atoms. So in 1 molecule of S8, you have 8 atoms, S. Okay, so we're going to multiply all that in the calculator and divide, and should be good to go. So 96 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd times 8. And then I'm going to divide it by 256. You get 1.806 times 10 to the 24th. Okay. Number 6. This calculate the number of moles found in 814 grams of sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so sodium bicarbonate. Sodium is Na. It has a +1 charge. Bicarbonate is HCO3, and it has a -1 charge. They're equal and opposite charges, so your structure is NaHCO3. So that's test tube material. You need to make sure you know that. Okay, so we got to go find the weight of this. So sodium, you got 1 sodium, it weighs 23. Hydrogen, we have 1 and it weighs 1. Carbon, you have 1 and that weighs 12. Oxygen, you have 3 and that weighs 16. Okay, so we're going to add those together. So 36 plus 48 is 84. Okay. So, anytime I see grams, I have to go through the formula weight. So 814 grams of NaHCO3 over 1. Our molecular weight is 84 grams of NaHCO3 to 1 mole of NaHCO3. Divide, so 814 divided by 84 gives you 9.69 moles of NaHCO3. Okay, last one on this worksheet. So it says calculate the number of atoms found in 10 moles of titanium. Okay, so 10 moles of Ti. Okay, it says we're trying to find atoms, and we're dealing with an element because there's only one type of atom in this thing. So 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of Ti. Okay, so anytime I see atoms or molecules, I have to go through Avogadro's number. My units cancel. Put this in the calculator, you should get 6.02 times 10 to the 24th atoms Ti. So 10 times 6.02. Yep, that's it. Okay, so this has been mole worksheet number 1. I will come back in another video and do mole worksheet number 2. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, have a good one.